Andrew, we have waited a long time to head
2
back to
years.
our.
2 years. two
Oh,
years we've waited.
I didn't even
Who's
finish.
counting?
I,
Me.
I didn't even finish what I was saying, and you're already going there. I was saying we waited 2 years to get back to Haunted Harmony in Ireland. 2 years, 2 years. There we are. All right,
There we
well,
are.
this is Eric,
This is Andrea.
and this is Hallmark Mysteries and
And
more.
more.
Well, we knew it was coming. We were shocked that it came out in October because we figured it'd
We
be
weren't getting it.
Christmas time. They wouldn't be coming dropping the mystery. And then they said, hey, let's do a mystery. And we got right before the mistletoe murder starts this week, season
Well,
one.
season one, yes.
But
Yeah.
a lot of people haven't seen it because of the plus thing. But we finally get we end the regular season with a mystery.
So Haunted Harmony, Buried at Sea. Oh boy, I'm going to make sure I get her name. She does pronounce it in the movie for us. Gethsemane? I didn't say that
Guess I,
right.
th- I think it's just guts. Guess that's
Gethsemane.
me. Gethsemane.
Gethsemane. Yep.
Gethsemane.
Solves a murder on the sea with the help from her ghost friend, Eamon. I gave it a 4.5. You,
4.5. Whoa, wow.
well,
Okay.
I love this series and I love what they're doing. And I half paid attention since I was like somewhat not there. Because when I read some of the stuff online, when I was trying to find trivia, I'm like, her landlord was trying to kick her out of her apartment. That was happening. Missed that story plot. So again, some of it I was like half paying attention, but as I'm watching it for the second time, I'm like, yes, I love this series. Like I love how they added the new ghost and how Gethsemane helps solve the case with Eamon again. And the setting is just chef's kiss for me. The violin being from the Titanic, I don't know if that's super believable, but I did buy in and loved that. I'm like, could this really be? Could there be a violin out there from the Titanic that did not get wet and is not ruined, but
They did say it had water damage, but it was
still looked
fine.
great?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, loved all of that. I am excited. I know they've filmed another one, so I know we'll probably get another one at least. But this setting, it just
I
works
think
for
they
me.
I think that they have two more coming.
I mean, I'm curious to know what you think, but I really do love how they added in the other ghost and that she can see the other ghost. And then how they kind of explained it of being like, oh, this is something I can do. I can see ghost. And then her brother
I see
coming,
dead people.
her brother coming from America and having him pop in. That was great as well because I think it developed a little bit more backstory about her and like how she grew up. We're still not fully fleshed out, which is totally fine. The love interest, I think, also the little bit I watched, again, I didn't pay close attention, but I like that we're still not that's not really super fleshed out at all. And I enjoy that aspect. So again, most of the things in this one worked. I thought the case was interesting. I didn't feel any slowdowns. Like I wished I could have just stopped working and watched, which is always a great thing. So
Okay.
now what are you gonna say? Because
I I gave it a 3, which is I think probably what I gave the other one, and I just kind of was the same for me. I think for me, I think the stories are interesting, and I think the characters are interesting. I don't find the mysteries that interesting for me. And I also find it annoying that how she just like seems to randomly to solve the mystery without getting too many clues. It's just like a spontaneous solving, which sure you have your eureka moments and stuff, but I don't think they do enough building for it to get there. So it just seemed like it was jumping around a lot for me. But I agree with you, the scenery and the location, like I really buy into that town, and it just makes me wish I lived in some little place like that so I could go to a pub where you just sort of know everyone and you hang out and you
where
every
everybody
day's
knows your
you get
name.
your fish and chips and everyone knows your business and you're annoyed about it, right? I just and the characters are all great. The scenery can't beat it. But I kind of am a little different with you. I just didn't understand the whole point of bringing the younger brother in because I don't think he really added much. I would have preferred them to pull his time away and give us a little more Griff and Adam and build that up a little bit more, them as well as their relationships. They gave us little dabbles, but I think they could have done a little bit more. And
You don't
I'm
think
not
they like talked
rushing.
about their parents though and the music and where that came from?
I
I liked
guess, but
that.
we kind of
And they
knew
sang
this. I
together.
still think that we kind of knew all the stuff about her. I
And
don't know.
he's how they got to the like violin being, in the hotel. I mean,
Okay.
I thought he
Like
was
I say,
good.
for me, like I say, I love all the characters. I love the scenery. Love the story. I just don't love the mystery.
Well,
Which
shoot.
brings us to Mystery Minute.
Shoot. Here's me typing it into my notes right now because I didn't even have it written down because I forgot. So here's my mystery minute on the fly. I will say this. When they actually like solved like who did it, I had a pause. Who was this guy again?
He was just in the scene like a thing
I
before.
know, but this is what happens when you couldn't fully
Right.
sit down and watch it. So I will premise that if you kind of half watched like I did, you are going to end up being like, wait, who is this person? Because it's not like he was in it a ton. Um, that is probably my one thing too, is they didn't really lead us, I didn't think, down too many rabbit holes at all. So there you're just kind of left as an audience kind of guessing for yourself as well. And so I didn't have anything nailed. So the mystery when it was revealed fell a little flat, the actual who done it. I still had a good time with it though. I'm forgiving
I,
it.
I'm pretty much exactly like you. It's like it was a good story, it was a good everything like that, but they didn't have those red herrings where you're like, oh yeah, they did it, they did it. It was just sort of here's a character, here's a character, here's a character that they've got some shadiness to them, but they didn't really make you think, oh, that's it. So did I solve it? Nope, because literally everyone was on the exact same plane,
Yeah.
and but like I say, I like the movie. It's fun to watch and stuff. I wish the mystery was just a little more,
Better.
yeah,
Yeah.
little more substantial.
Do you like the ghost aspect where they are pulling
Oh
in
yeah,
different
and
ghosts?
I agree.
Okay.
I really liked. I was like, oh, I hope the ghosts just keep accumulating because, like,
Oh, yeah.
I thought that guy was great, and
Yeah.
the ending when his daughter was able to like actually connect with him, which
Yeah.
first of all, I think she should have been like way freaking out, but that's a whole other thing. But I thought it was great. Like I say, I just think, yeah, keep giving me some more and more ghosts. They're great.
Yeah. I agree. And is that what we're led to presume that like she was saved by her dad when he shot
Y-
that? Is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, like that was, and in fact, it's funny you say that. I even went back and watched it again.
Yeah.
I think that's what it, like I know he was able to touch her, and that was like, oh, that's, you can touch like the one thing you love kind of thing.
Okay.
And, but it just didn't, like, where did the harpoon
Yeah.
just
Go.
disappear in his ghostness or something? Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah.
quite that either.
Okay.
But
I thought I missed because again, I was like,
no, and I went,
I
like I said, I
okay.
literally went and watched that again because I didn't get it I'm like, huh, but
Okay.
whatever.
Okay. Again, forgiven that. And I do like now that you explained, oh, that's the one thing he loved. Okay. I figured that line was important, but I didn't quite connect it to
That was his
that's what
thing.
ghosts can do.
Yeah, because remember, Eamon can play the piano. He can actually play
Oh,
the
so
piano,
that was his. Oh,
and
so they
that
all
his
have that one thing.
one thing, right?
I guess I never figured out, or I never even thought about what his one thing was. Oh, okay. That's cool. So then if you have that with every like future movie and always have the ghost
Right.
have one thing, that's really fun. That's fun. Okay. Well, loving it even more then. Romance roundup though. How did we think the romance went? Again, I thought that she had decent chemistries, with both guys. And I think with Marco, like that scene with like the dropping or like the music, like I think it started out really fun and then it finished with a fizzle of a flame. It started strong and then it kind of was. "Oh." So I don't think they overly focused on the romance at all in this movie because I didn't really feel a ton with the other guy per se at all.
I didn't see
Again,
it. I didn't really get
not
much.
in a bad way. I don't need as we both have talked about, we don't need a ton of romance in these movies because I think, Eamon is such a great like partner with her that sure, throw in a guy if you want, but it's not necessarily something I'm tuning into these movies for. Right now, I'm tuning in to see who the next ghost will be and what their
Ghosts. Yes,
storyline will be.
give me some ghosts.
That's what I'm tuning in for. What about you?
Yeah, romance. I don't think they pushed it forward and really even showcased
Tried.
it at all.
Yeah.
It would have been fun to see a little more of the first one. They were a little more competitive with trying to, one up, and
Mm.
I think that could have been fun to throw a little bit more of that in there. But they were just sort of two characters there. But she did kind of have her date with Marco. And then, in the other one too, Marco, I remember being like, oh, he's kind of creepy because I was thinking maybe he was a bad guy and he's just, whether he was a murderer or not, but I thought maybe he was just kind of shady too. And now it's this kind of like, nope, Griff's just a good guy kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, not much romance in this one.
Well, character corner, I'm coming to defend my guy Jackson, played by Robert Mitchell, who played the brother of Gethsemane. So I picked him as
Is
my
he, is he from
character.
is he from Minnesota or something?
I don't know. I thought he was fun. I was kind of looking through his movies to see what he's done, and he hasn't done necessarily a ton of stuff. But I thought he was great. I enjoyed their singing connection. Sometimes maybe it felt a little off key, if I'm being honest at times. But I thought that was cute. I thought it was a little endearing of like, oh, look at the siblings playing together, and that's their connection. So it worked for me. He was my favorite character, I guess.
No,
If I can't choose the
do you
ghost.
have siblings?
I have three brothers.
Three brothers? Do you sing with them at all?
No, we are not a musically inclined family, Eric. We are more athletic.
You're not. You don't sit there and at the
Did we
holidays
play
get together.
basketball together? Yes, we did, one on one. And my brother, my oldest brother, I always beat him. My little brother's 5 years younger than me, but he's also 6'8". And so I was playing college basketball and he's still in, I think, high school. And I came in just livid into the house. And my mom's like, didn't even have to ask. Cause then, of course, my brother Tom comes in. He's like, just beat Andrea. Cause I'm like the better of all of us in sports. And so I just was super hot because my little brother just beat me at 101, but he's also a ginormous giant at that point. So, but it was fun.
Well, I don't know because I remember when my son was young, basketball was his game, and I remember he was like little, and we play. I would not. I would just be swapping, you know, his shots away left and right because I'm just too competitive that even when he's in like second grade, I can't let him beat me. But then he got to the point where he figured out how to do like a fadeaway and like my height he was able to negate it. And then once he figured out how to score around me, because I am not very good at basketball, but I did have like, a foot and a half on him, then he just would
Well,
bury
my
me.
brother's tall and was an all conference player. Like
Yeah.
he's not you in that
Yes.
regard. He was good for
And
his age. I just considered myself better because I
he
played in
also
college.
he also
Could
was
have played in
he
college
also
if he
was not
wanted.
in second grade.
Correct.
Okay.
uh,
Well, all right. My
who'd
character
you pick?
corner, I went with Marco Grazzini because the fact when they had their little moment together, and he's sitting there like, "Oh, why'd you become a math teacher?" And he's like, "Oh, the Pythagorean whatever theorem," and he's like trying to be all Mr. Mathy and how math means so much to him. And then I think about the interview where he said in real life he paid off the janitor to steal his calculus test so he could pass math. I just found that like when as soon as he was like doing that scene, I just
That's
like
funny.
cracked up because I thought about the real him of could not be far like that is acting 100% because
That's
he does
funny.
not know a squared plus b squared equals c squared guaranteed.
Oh, well, Hallmark trivia. My trivia is, did you know that Tamera has a twin sister, Tia?
I think everybody on the
They used to do a show
even,
called
even
Sister Sister.
even if you don't know, you know.
Didn't have any trivia, so I thought I'd come up with something on the fly. So there you go. You're welcome.
Okay, my trivia is about 3% better than yours.
Okay. Oh boy.
But this was written by Craig Wenman, and he also wrote Crime Time, A Crossword Mysteries, Riddle Me Dead. He wrote a bunch of the garage sale mysteries,
Mhm.
as well as he wrote a Murder She Baked and a uh, what's the Martha's Vineyard
A
one.
little bit of
So
everything.
yeah, so he's written a lot of Hallmark mysteries as well. That he's a seasoned mystery writer. So damn it, Craig, give us a better mystery next time, not just great characters.
Jeez. Wait, that was your trivia?
That was my. I said I was three.
Okay.
I said I was 3% better than you.
We really brought the A game today. We're
You didn't,
well,
and you
Hallmark
didn't.
and
You
chill.
didn't even mention the great Dame Angela.
I'm about to. Hallmark and chill.
Oh,
My
okay.
recommendation
Oh yeah, that's
is season 9, episode 20. Don't you worry, Eric. Of Murder She Wrote, Ship of Thieves. While on a cruise, Jessica helps an old friend, now a ship's security chief, investigate when a woman is found dead in the cargo area. Now, obviously, I could have picked several because, you know, it's Murder She Wrote happens, Cabot Cove, very sea friendly mysteries. So I went with one that is maybe not as predominantly known as some of the other ones that I thought of that are coming off Cabot Cove because I think I've already shared those. And so I don't want people, in case people are actually watching these episodes, I don't want them to go back and rewatch one if they haven't explored all 12 seasons yet.
if you have not seen all 192, get at it.
I'm just going to sprinkle them all in. What do you have?
I have that this is based off of a book series, and it's called the Gethsemane, whatever her name is, Mystery Books. And there's five of them. And the first movie, which was Murder in G Major, is actually the first book as well. But Death at Sea or Buried at Sea is not one of the books. It's
Oh.
Killing in C sharp or something like that is the C. So this one is completely
Hmm.
fictionalized, or I
Okay.
shouldn't say fictional, but a spin-off of the actual book series. But they are the same characters, the same like it's pretty true to the characters and all of that to
Have you
when
read these?
they're no, but I've
Okay.
read the description of
Okay.
for this.
I mean, you like to
What
read the books. That's what I was like,
well
maybe you've read these.
no, because what I am reading right now is the 12 was it the 12 dates till Christmas, the one that's going to be coming out, the series with Jane Seymour.
Oh, yeah. Is it good?
It is really cute, but Jane Seymour's character is not necessarily in the book.
Okay.
Like
Well,
the mom
I'm
is
not mad
not
at
who
it.
Jane Seymour is going to be
Okay.
in a Hallmark movie.
Okay. Okay. Probably for better then. All right. Well, next week we are going to do a ranking episode of our non-Christmas movies. So we will break down our top 5, maybe our bottom 3, and we'll share those next week. I
It'll
have
be
no idea what's going to be in my top 5. As I'm even just kind of reflecting, I really am going to have to like
We're talking about the whole year, by the
the
way.
whole year, and mysteries are going to be included in it as well. So,
I just realized that there was a movie recently that I did not watch.
oh, the
What
birding
was like
one.
no birding one? What was the one right before the birding one? Because it came up on the app when I went to go watch something, and I
You watched the football one?
saw the football one, and it was
Oh,
I keep
let
on is between obviously the double scoop and
let me
uh,
look at my Instagram. Which what did I review? It was Catch of the Day.
Catch of the Day.
You haven't watched that one?
I have not, and I was like, oh, I have to watch that one
Cute.
really quickly, and so I'll be watching that this week.
Yeah, these are like I'm gonna have to really sit and think about what goes where. I think I have
Maybe
a
more than 5 minutes before you start recording, so you can actually write a note.
that is true. I do know I will have one mystery in my top 5. I think.
I wonder if
Actually,
it
I should.
on the haunted house.
Maybe I
There
think.
were wait,
Caveat. I think.
but there were two mystery islands. How can you just have
Yes.
one? Well, I'll
Spoiler:
let
those might not end up on the top 5 of my list. Maybe one on the other end.
I think on that note, I should say good night.
Bye.
This podcast was created by fans for fans and is not affiliated with or sponsored by Hallmark or the Hallmark channel.